rally on the copper belt in Kitwe. I attended that. I came from Russia and I went to attend. It was quite an exciting time. It was an exciting time, and it was good.
Alright, so you were adopted to stand on which tickets?
MMD.
And did you have any competitors in that race?
Yes, yes. There was a very veteran politician by the name of Crispin Zubeda, who was unfortunately late. He died. So he was the main contender on unique tickets. And I beat him. But after that we had a protracted election petition that took us almost about 3 years before it was resolved. But finally it went into my favor, so I took it from there.
Everything was done. I don't just want to find out how was your first experience entering the chamber.
It was exciting, except my biggest problem was that here was a petition. I wasn't sure. I sat in Parliament all those 3 years, not knowing whether I was going to be, my elections were going to be overturned or not. So you live under some kind of pressure that you don't know what tomorrow brings. See what I mean? So it was difficult. Being the first experience, I didn't know how these things would go. So I lived under fear of losing the petition, and then so it gave me some bit of uncertainty, if you like.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, but it was a good experience.
Exactly. Yes, so there's my listeners, in case you've just tuned in for the first time, this is a Life After Parliament program, both on Parliament TV and radio, where we get to interact with different foreign members of Parliament from various constituencies. The reason is that I want to find out what they are up to, and today I'm privileged to speak to Honorable SIMWINJI, who served as a member of Parliament for NALIKWANDA constituency. Well, now I just want to find out, how do you describe your maiden speech in Parliament? I know that for a member of Parliament, before they start even contributing before the floor of the House, first of all, they need to give a maiden speech. How would you describe your?
Yeah, it was a bit peculiar, if you like, because first of all, I wasn't given some kind of background information, if you like, on how one conducts himself in Parliament, the issues of maiden speeches and stuff like that. Nobody did that, because maybe it's because I came through a by-election, and they do that when the first session starts. I think when the new Parliament is elected, they give them that kind of background, some orientation, if you like, which they didn't do. So it was difficult. I finally didn't make my maiden speech. It wasn't easy, but since you given an opportunity to read out, it makes things a bit easier. So it was exciting.
So, Honorable SIMWINJI, I think I've been to NALIKWANDA before, and when you look at the terrain, there's too much sand, and I wanted to find out what are some of the challenges you faced in the constituency, and how did you resolve them? And do you think some of the issues or some of those challenges are still even existing now?
Good question again. The challenges are immense. They are immense. There are many. They're huge. There are myriads. One of them is the terrain, of course. The Western province is a sandy and those constituencies like NALIKWANDA has a lot of sand, so that you cannot traverse it, you cannot service it without a good 4x4 utility vehicle. But even those, I remember when it's too hot and it's sunny, you go over a stretch of about 2-3 kilometers in a 4-wheel drive, and it's hot. The engine balls gets heated and it's boiling. So you have a situation where even the life of your vehicle is not long. Apart from the terrain, you're talking about how big those constituencies are. They are so big. The reason being that they're sparsely populated. The population is just small, so you need to cover vast size of land for you to at least meet the minimum requirement of population that is stipulated to be in the constituency. So because of that, it's difficult to service it. You need a lot of time, you need a lot of resources, and probably let me take this opportunity that with the delimitation that is coming in the next constitutional review, I think we should take advantage of delimiting some of the constituencies. Probably they are half. You have two. In order to service them effectively, otherwise as they are now, it's difficult.
So, Honorable, I think I read that the National Assembly of Zambia has undergone several transformations. I think some of them include the establishment of these constituency offices to help members of parliament in their day-to-day operations. How difficult was it during your time where, I don't know whether by then you had an office in NALIKWANDA where two staff members were employed by the National Assembly? How was it?
No, we didn't have constituency officers. It was just you and the National Assembly. So there was nothing like constituency officers in existence. There wasn't. So it was quite difficult. But now with the constituency officers in every constituency, it's easier to disseminate information concerning to parliament, because you have the office situated right in the constituents. The constituents can go there and access information about parliament. So even you as a member of parliament, you're given that service to reach out to your constituents. You see what I mean? So it makes life a little easier, unlike when it wasn't there. So yes, it's good progress.
So what were some of the pressing issues in NALIKWANDA constituency at your time as a member of parliament?
Basic services like schools, like I said, there are schools that were still they were there, but it's like they were not existing because they didn't have basic infrastructure. Okay, they were learning. Those that were even having mud and poor, they were lucky. Like I said, most of them were under a shade of tree. Under a tree, they're learning. Clinics, health services, you have to walk about 10-20 kilometers for you to access a clinic. Okay? Let alone hospitals, you have to go to Bongo to access hospital facilities.
I know you said for 3 years, right?
For 4 years.
For 4 years, right? So I remember I think these issues were there. So if you were to mark yourself, how did you perform to ensure that at least some of the challenges you were talking about were eradicated?
You see, as
would you-
individual,
Yeah.
you know that I think most of us that go into parliament do not understand the role of a member of parliament. First of all, we must appreciate the fact that legislature is that the role is that of enacting legislations. You legislate the pieces of legislation, pieces of law. It's law initially. The government is a subsidiary service that we give. But again, you see, you must realize that we are dependent on the members of government. Government, I'm talking about the cabinet. Okay, they're the ones that make policies. They're the ones that make decisions over what goes where in terms of government resources. So the role of a parliamentarian is on top of enacting laws, is that of lobbying for the government, from government. So effectively, you have to lobby for your constituents.
How did you perform during that phase?
I think I could have done better. A few projects were done, but I think in the hindsight site, I think I could have done better. And given the experience that I have now, if I were to go back, I think I would perform better. Yeah, I'll deliver what I didn't deliver at that time. Because I know better how to do it. I know better how to interact with government. And stuff like that. So it is overall, let me say, I could have done better.
Alright. You also spoke about the roles of a member of parliament. I wanted to find out, I think from the time we started this program, I've been asking former members of parliament who served in various constituencies this same question that I'm going to ask you. Do you think the communities out there, they don't understand the role of a member of parliament? Because I'll give you the current scenario. Wherever they see a member of parliament, they expect them to provide funeral assistance, even buy a meal, food, to mention but a few. Were these also challenges you went through when you served way back in 1990s?
Great question. That is, those are expectations. Those are what they think. No, they don't have the education or the information of the real role of a member of parliament is. Because of that, they think that you are their provider in everything. Those that live in the constituencies, like I used to, my house was like, it was like a public place. You received everybody. You received so many people from the constituency who would come with us, personal problems. And if you don't attend to them, they'll think that you're not good for them. Inside. So they expected you to solve their personal problems. They have a relative who's in the hospital, you must provide for that. They have a funeral, you must provide the burial issues. Their children, the child is not in school because the child doesn't have uniform. They'll come to you and say, "Honorable, my child is this. So they expected everything to be provided by you as a member of parliament. They have no idea, no clue at all that your role is that of representing them as a community in that constituency, not as individuals. Okay? And not as representing on their individual cases or problems, but Generally, that's how they perceive a member of parliament, that he must provide, or she must provide everything. He must be a solution to all their personal problems.
Honorable Simwinji, you're almost coming towards the end of our program. Before we end, I want to remember that I know your area alluded to how you left government, and you mentioned a few things. But right now, what are you up to? People want to know what you are doing, especially after you left parliament.
Difficult question, easy at the same time. What am I doing? I'm laid down. I'm laid up. I'm laid back. I'm making it easy. I'm living my day as they come. Sorry, mind.
Are you involved in any consultative works? Are you approached for any guidance? What are you up to?
Yeah, like I said, I'm laid back. I'm doing my own thing. One thing here, one thing there. Just to keep survival. To keep surviving. So I'm not doing any consultative work, consultation or whatever. No, I'm just relaxing. Let me put it that way. I'm relaxing, and I'm living my private life.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how do you get involved in national issues? Are you offering any guidance to the current members of parliament? Those who want to also, maybe they are planning to be members of parliament in the future? Do they approach you, or you are just laid back, as you just said?
No, if anybody approaches me, I'll be willing to help.
I would have asked this question earlier. Do you remember a situation where you had to make a very difficult decision at the time you served as a member of parliament?
Difficult was that's part of life, huh? There are difficult situations you are confronted with at every time. Those you cannot run away from. They are the expectation of life. Life is never smooth. Whatever we indulge ourselves in, there are difficult questions that they're confronted with at one time or another. So, yes, they are there. It's up to individual person how you approach the situation. I mean, I get to see how you consult other people. You share some wisdom here and there. You find answers. You find solutions to those problems. So there's nothing that is impossible. There's nothing that is permanent. There's nothing that cannot be sorted out in life. That's why we are human beings. We are different from animals. We think, and every situation you think through it, and you find a solution. The answers to every situation. What might arise today as a problem might not be a problem tomorrow. So it's all those things put together that defines what life is. So life is about solving problems every day that come. That's why we advance in the way we live. The technological advances in life. You have new technology every time. You have new way of approaching issues every time. So life is progressive. It's not static.
Your concluding remarks, and we appreciate you featuring on Life After Parliament.
I'm grateful, Mr. Natama and the crew, for your introduction of this program. I presume that you're not discontinuing at some point, because it gives an insight in the afterlife of a parliamentarian. Maybe you'll find some solutions once you've interacted with so many and see how they live. and get some suggestions from them on how you can help so that they're not forgotten. They're part of a system that was there, that is there, that will be there tomorrow. Okay, that's Parliament. They have contributed to public life, and you cannot be forgotten because the record is there. You cannot erase it. So I'm grateful to what you're doing. It highlights the life of a parliamentarian after serving Parliament, which is a very, very good thing because it gives some kind of continuity. It gives some connectivity, if you like. Yeah, so that you continue. There's certain thing. We have a forum that we've put up on WhatsApp. It's called Former Members of Parliament platform. We exchange views on that platform, and it's good.
That was Life After Parliament right here on Parliament TV and the radio. And of course, many thanks to my camera person, Emmanuel Kaluwa, and of course, I'm not forgetting the transport officer, Mr. Geoffrey Sianga. My name is Joe Munda Akatama. Until next time.
Thank you.